it's Gail from Blue Rose Paper Treasures. Thank you for joining me today for my card making class. I'm going to try and make 4 cards in 30 minutes and we'll see how we go. I'm not going to show you what I made. I'll let you guess as we go along. Alright, I pulled out my favourite stamp set, Forever Fern. I hope they never get rid of this. I hope this is like our Lovely as a Tree set and it's in every catalogue for the next 20 years. I particularly love that stamp and that one. It's just a beautiful stamp set. So I'm going to use this one. Everything's organised and we'll get started. Alright, so first thing, I'm going to work off a full sheet of basic white. Whether you're in the US, Canada and you're using letter paper, or you're in Australia, UK and using A4. I'm just going to start off with one sheet and then I'm going to divide it into 4. Alright, just excuse me with my hands. Alright, so I've got all my stamp pads and I've got all my stamps ready to go, and I'm actually going to design my own paper. So, basically you start with the largest stamp set and you work to the smallest. I tend to like the largest stamp set in a lighter colour. So the colours I've chosen are Sahara Sand, Crumb Cake and Soft Suede. And I've picked 2 coordinating colours, which is Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana. So you can do them in the greys. I did try it in the greys, but I didn't like it. So basically start with the largest stamp. I've just re-inked all mine, so mine are a little bit darker. Let's scoot that out of the way. And I just start stamping randomly, all different directions. See, my Sahara Sand's really dark. I should have used my old one, but you can always stamp off. So I'm just going to randomly stamp the larger one, leaving gaps in between. And I might whack another one in there. Alright, so that's enough for the first one. So that's Sahara Sand. I don't use that one again. My next colour I went to was the second biggest stamp, and I'm using this one in Crumb Cake. And once again, I'm just going to, this one's new as well, so it's a lot darker. I have got other Crumb Cakes that you can barely see. So I'm just leaving enough room so I can fill up the holes with other stamps. I'm just stamping wildly away, and maybe one there. Right, so that one was Crumb Cake. The next one, the darker colour, I used the smaller stamps. But I'm going to go to them last. I'm going to go to the next side and I'm going to introduce the Bermuda Bay. And this one's new as well. I don't tend to re-ink my stamp pads, I just buy a new one. I've never been successful in re-inking. So, this is very bright as well. And I'm just going to pop a few stamps randomly. Try and get a lot around the edges. And another one there. Another one there. And just a little bit. Doesn't have to be the whole stamp. So that one was Bermuda Bay. Then I'm going to bring in the Coastal Cabana. And I'm going to use the little berry one. And fill in some more holes. Running out of holes. The beauty of this is no 2 sheets will ever look the same. So trying to spread out the colours and trying not to stamp on top of one that's already in there. Do some more around the edges. And just little bits just to add a bit of colour. And, oh, I haven't got one up there. Oh, we'll whack that one there. Alright, so that was Coastal Cabana. Last one is a Soft Suede. I'm working my way down to the smaller stamps. And I've got both the left and right facing ones. And they're just going to pop in tiny little holes. It doesn't have to be all on top of each other because this is only the first part of what I'm going to do. Alright, do that one, pick up the other one, And just wherever there's enough space around the edge. And that's it. Don't need to add any more to that. The last one is the little, what do we call this? Splatter or raindrops, or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going back to my crumb cake for this, but I'm actually no, I didn't do crumb cake. I did soft suede. Because there's not a lot of the dark in there. And I'm just going to whack it everywhere. I find that if you put more concentration into something, you make a bigger mess. So, just randomly putting the little dots on there. And that's it. That's plenty. All you need to do. Alright, so that's enough for the stamping. The next step is to grab the trimmer, and I'm just going to divide it into 4. I'm just going to trim it into 4, so that then you've got 4 cards to make. So 4.1, that one should be 4.1, yep, doesn't have to be exact, and 4.1. Then you have 4 pieces ready to place on a card top. So my first decision was I wanted 2 portraits and 2 landscapes. So then I introduced my next stamp. So now that you've got it all broken down, you can work with them, and because one of the stamps I'm going to use is one from Ranunculus Romance, and it's the text one. So you want that one the right way, so I didn't want to stamp it all while it was on the big sheet because I've got 2 portrait and 2 landscape. But these ones, it's a little bit dark, so I'm just going to stamp off, and I'm just going to add a little bit of this little stamp. Stamping off. I probably shouldn't have my stamp pad there because I'm going to get it all over me. Alright, so just adding a little bit with that. Oh, that one I did fall on. Alright, and now I've got 2 landscape ones. We've got lots of white space that we can just add a little bit of background texture. Alright. And this one's got a bit more white. Oh, we didn't stamp off. Okay. And that'll do. And the last one is I've got the long border fancy scalloped decorative, and I'm just going to add some of those. These don't matter which way it goes. That's it, don't need to add any more of that one. Another landscape. Yep, that's plenty. And my 2 portrait ones. Oops, I didn't stamp off again. Oh, it doesn't matter. Alright, so portrait one and my last portrait one. And that's it. And that's all the stamping done. But I'm not putting all that away because I'm going to come back to it. Alright, so I'm going to start first with my 2 portrait ones. Now, one thing I wanted to explain is, in Australia we have A5 card fronts. They are a different size, so I'm just going to show you. So this is a Australia UK A5. It's a different size to US Canada. So you can see Australian cards are longer and they're narrower. A lot of the dies that we have in our collection, they're all geared to the US market. So things like stitched rectangles and deckled rectangles, they fit better on the American Canada ones than they do on ours. When we try to put it on our ones, there's a big gap at the top and bottom, and I hate that. I like equal all the way around. So just want to explain, in case you were wondering the difference in Australian cards and US Canada cards, there is a difference. They're shorter and fatter and they're longer and thinner. Alright. Okay, so the first one I have already prepared everything, and I chose to use 2 of the dies. So I'm going to use the first one first. I'm going to get rid of that because it's messy. I'm going to work off that. Alright, so the first card, I did choose to use the deck of rectangles on this one. So I have chosen that size to use. When you're using this, don't waste any of around the edge. Try and position it up in a corner. That way you've still got strips to adorn the inside of your card. So I kind of like that one. It's got a bit of all the colours. So I'm going to quickly die cut that one. And for you, oh, my plate's there. Ha ha ha! My plate was already on there. So this one I did use deck of rectangles, but I think I got away with it so it doesn't look quite so silly on the cardboard. But that's just me. I just like an even side. Alright, so you've got your deck of rectangle. You've got enough there to trim a piece to put inside the card, or for the portrait or landscape, you've still got some left over to embellish the inside of it. So don't throw that away, keep that. Now that I've got this, you can now see when you've cut it out, if you want to add some more. So it's quite blank there. So I'm just going to grab that, the script one, and I just threw my paper away. So there we go. So there's a bit of room there, so I'm just going to add another one there, which I shouldn't have done because I haven't got one down. That was a bit silly. Hang on, I'll grab another one. I'll grab the whole lot. There we go. Alright, so you can fill in gaps if you don't like what you've got. So, the card that I made... oh gosh, I can't pick it up. Alright, so I have prepped all my pieces. I don't know what colours I'm going to use, so I've got my 4 card bases. I've got 2 portrait and 2 landscape embossed with the subtle 3D. I will never get rid of that, so I'll use that forever and a day. So I've already done 2. This one's portrait, that one's landscape. I've got a bunch of different butterflies in 3 different colours. I've already die cut, stamped and die cut some of the elements I want to put on the front. I've die cut a couple of different shapes, and I've die cut and stamped my sentiments. So the design for this one was a portrait one, so I'm going to grab my portrait card base. Excuse me. No, this one's landscape. All right, we'll grab the other one. Although it doesn't matter, but it's just how I set it up. All right, so this is a new bottle, so it's going to squirt out everywhere. Alright, that's my first layer. Now with these, because they're so busy, because there's so much on it, I like a lot of white around it. And you'll notice I do that with a lot of my cards. If it's really busy DSP, I'll put a lot of white around it. My next layer, I've die cut 2 of the biggest deckled rectangles, and I think I might go for the lighter one on this. These are super quick if you have everything prepped. That one's just going to go there. So you can see that that's not really perfect on the card front because it's a different size for that die. Alright, next layer, and I've done the wrong one, so that is going to have to be portrait. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was designed as a landscape, but I've gotten excited. Alright, so this one's now going to be a portrait one, which is good because it'll look different to the other ones I've made. Okay, all my other little pieces. Oh dear, I can't pick up anything today. Alright, so here's my other pieces. So I think this one I might put a round circle, and the darker one, maybe that one, because you can't see that one anywhere else. And I'm going to put that one on there, and the darker butterfly or the white one. white one or a white one. And that is all I'm going to do with that card. Oh goodness. So, a little bit of glue. That one goes there. I don't know, just put glue on the base of it. And goes like that. A little bit of glue on the centre of the butterfly. And I like to put tape run on that. There we go. There you go, one card done. How am I doing for time? Oh, that might need to go down a little bit more, but that's fine. So there you go, card one is now finished. Okay, next card. So we grab another one, and the next one's a portrait one. So I need to grab my other portrait one. I think I might have mucked these up, but that's all right. This one I decided to just trim it, and I just trimmed a strip 2 inches. So you then have enough left over to make another card. So put that one aside and keep it. So this one was 2 inches, and I think I did it by 5 3/8. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Oh, can't get it. Alright, so there's my strip that I work with. And for this one also, I've already prepared 2 different colours. 2 different colours. And this one here, I have, this was 2 inches. I made this 3 inches. And I just die cut the die from the fresh cut stems dies. I just die cut that on both sides. So, first I will decide which one I want to use. That one. Another one of the embossed pieces. Oh dear. And that one. You could put one on the back. There you go. I might do that. So very simple. Once you've got all your pieces ready, you need to decide what you want to use, and then it's not going to go to waste because we'll use it for something else. Alright, so put the back one on. Put your embossed panel on. I'm actually going to use these cards to give as gifts to my cabin steward on the cruise. I'm going to do them a little pack of 4 cards each. Alright, then we're going to put, this is 2 1/8, so the pattern piece is 2 inches, so I made this panel 2 1/8, and that just sits nicely in between that 3-inch one. That one. Oh dear. That's it. Glue. And I'm just going to pop it there. And the same thing, I'm just going to grab a random circle. I'm only going to put glue on half of it though. The half that's going to sit on there. Alright, with glue. Not too much. Maybe that one. And I might put the big one across the bottom, if I knew where my tape was. And a butterfly. And I'll use that one. There, card 2 done. Alright, next one. Where did I put the other one? Oh, next one. Where is the other one? Oops. I can only find 2 cards. Where's my other one gone? Alright, so the other 2 are landscape. So, what I'm going to do... Oh, goodness. What have I done? This one. Alright. This one I'm going to do another 2 inch, but it's going to be a landscape one. Alright, so I might do... That one's got more green, so I'm going to do that one. Keep that 2 inch. Alright. So it just needs a little bit more. There's something up there. Whoops, upside down. Yep, that's fine. Just needed that 1 extra stamp on it. Alright, so this one also is going, I'm going to do the darker one. And these are also 2 1/8 of an inch. Oh, new bottle, it comes out really thick. Oh dear, look what I did. Oop, I didn't cut that one long enough, did I? Oops. Oops, I didn't cut that long enough. Oops, sorry. I'll have to cut that one again. Oh no, that piece hasn't been chopped down. That's what I did. Alright. I'll take some of that glue off. It's alright, that was the right size. I forgot to chop this down. It should have been 5 3/8. I'll probably end up with glue all over my trimmer. That's right, I'll clean it later. Alright, put it back on. A little bit wet from the... Alright, another card. Another embossed piece, which I've now lost the 4th one. I don't know where that went. So that goes on first. Goes on. Now for this one, I actually used the border from the Delicate Edges dies. So I used that border right along the edge, and I think I trimmed that to 1 inch. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the back of that. You don't need a whole lot, just this. And I've done that wrong. Gosh, I'm silly. I put the glue on the wrong side. That side. So that's just going to sit right along the little border, and then that's going to go on the card. And on there. Right, once again, we'll just add one of these little circles. They're from the Stylish Shapes dies. And it goes on there. Right, do that one. Interesting. I've lost some stuff. Oh, I've lost the... There we go. Alright, I'll put that one on there. That might be a bit big. I don't know which... I can't remember which card I put that one on. That's alright. That'll do. No, it's a bit big, that one. Oh, it's already on there now, so it's going to stay there. This one I might just put a white butterfly. I'm just grabbing whatever I reach for. Alright, there's card 3. Done. I will show you all these when I'm done. My last one is a landscape one, and bugger me if I can't remember what I did with the last one. Oh, I know what I did with the last one. but I can't, oh here we go. The last one I used, oh, these are scallop contours die. This one, I originally did it as portrait, but this one's going to be landscape. Once again, pick a corner, pick a nice corner, probably that one. So I'll just quickly die cut that. Okay, once again, keeping that. So this is going to be a landscape card, so all you need to do is just trim whatever's left over in a straight line. Probably. Right, and there's embellishment for the inside and the bottom of the card. So don't waste those. Alright, last card. And this one, oh geez, I get myself in a mess here. I've lost all my little pieces. Or maybe I've used it for something else. Oh, where's the card? I can't find the card. Right, there's a card base. There's the last layer. That one's going to go on top. This one, I'm just going to put a panel through it. So I might use a darker one. So, nearly done. 4 cards in 30 minutes. I hope I'm doing well. I hope someone's timing me. Bottom. That one. I'm just going to do it in the centre. That one, that should be fine. It's got a little hole there, but that's all right. Oh, goodness. I'm going to put that one over the top. Right, and I haven't got a clue where all my pieces have gone now. All I seem to have left is that. Oh, there's a circle. That's quite a big one. I might put that there. You can see I've stamped on the other side. I'm going to put that one on that side. That one can go up there. A little thinking of you. These are all different to the original ones I designed. And maybe the darker one. Since I can't find my other light one. No, I can't find it. And done. If you wanted to go and add embellishments like pearls and gems, fine. And I'm done. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I do the inside, I always do add a piece of basic white so that they balance the weight a little bit, so the top and the inside. And this is where you could just pop your extra pieces. So that one could go in there on a piece of basic white, and it's just carrying the design right through. So don't throw those extra pieces away. So these are my 4 cards that I quickly whipped up this morning. But I think you can see what I mean. It's a very busy design, so it does need lots of white around the outside. So those were the 4. I also did them using Blushing Bride and Bloody Flamingo. These were the original ones I made. Or same, I've just used 2 different colours. And there's all the cards for today. That was super duper duper quick. Actually, I also made them in these colours. These ones I used all the blues with the Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay and Pacific Point and Balmy Blue and I can't remember the other one. But these are the same ones in a different colour. All extremely quick cards. and they're all still with all that white on the background. So there you go. So I'm going to use these cards and I'm going to split them up and I'm going to give them as gifts to my cabin stewards for taking care of us, which I hope they do. And that's it. That's today's class. There's all the cards. How quick was that? Alright, anyone got any questions? I know I really whizzed through that, but I was timing myself to make sure I got it all done in time. There's no sheet with this one. Like I said, you just work it out as you go. Pick out all the design, the shapes that you want to use. Die cut them already, and then like I did, just pick which colours that you want to use. So these are today's cards. I hope you enjoyed my class. I'm just going to quickly duck over and see if anyone's got any questions. But don't they all look so pretty? So it's just 2 colours and your neutrals. Except for this one, I did all the blues and greens. Oh, whoop, got my plate. Alright, hang on, I'll be back in a sec. Doesn't look like... No, nobody's got any questions. I think it was self-explanatory this morning. So I'm going to go now, and I bought these little boxes, which was the original class I was going to do, but I couldn't come up with anything. So I'm going to use this to decorate the front to give the gift to the cabin stewards on my cruise. Alright, so I will not be here next Sunday. I will be packing, and on Monday I'll be driving to Queensland to board the ship on Tuesday. So, and I won't be back in the following week either, so I'll catch up with you in September sometime. Alright, have a lovely day everybody, and take care. I will upload this to YouTube as well, because I know a few people like it uploaded to YouTube. And it'll be on my blog. I've started a new page on my blog where I have all my video tutorials, so you can also continue watching it there. Alright, thank you all for joining me today, and I'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks. Bye!